So today we'll be looking at a scenario where NATO and the Warsaw Pact go to war. Now first of all, I don't even know how this would start, but let's just assume Berlin quickly falls. So anyway, Soviet and East German troops start a push into West Germany, cutting off Schleswig-Holstein and Denmark. They then start invasions towards the lowlands on the North European plain. Now, will this go this successfully? Probably. But the Soviets also do something. They declare war on Austria and call Yugoslavia and Albania in. So no nukes will be used in this scenario. So, anyway, Soviet, Hungarian, and Czechoslovak troops blaze through northern Austria until the Austrian defenses come. So it's kind of harder to push, but eventually they break through the Austrian lines and create a stalemate on the Alps with Austria. Italy also sends some troops over. Czechoslovak, Soviet, Hungarian, and Yugoslav troops invade Bavaria, and more East German and Soviet troops invade, they create a front. They connect their fronts. So anyway, Germany is trying to defend their factories in West Germany. So they call troops from France, UK, Lowlands to help defend. And also the US and Canadian reinforcements are coming. Not coming, pouring. So anyway, this is before the 1979 Iranian crisis, so we can assume Iran and Pakistan join this war. Afghanistan also joins the war on the Soviet side. Now this takes place in 1962, so the UK, Portugal, and France still have some colonies. And I just realized I forgot to color in French Guiana. Sorry, but back to the war. So Turkish and Iranian troops start an invasion of the Caucasus, but this is later scrapped as they know that it's better to create a defensive. So that's exactly what they do. So Soviet troops try to go through the defensive, but the Turkish and Iranian troops have the high ground. Iran also starts an invasion on the coastal region of Azerbaijan, but then stops. Italy and Greece do Operation Adriatic Storm, and Greece invades Albania. It's easy like it was during World War II, but Italy also does something. They invade Slovenia and the coast of Croatia. Yugoslav and Soviet troops come and hold the defensive, but that's when Uncle Sam arrives. And it's not good when Uncle Sam arrives. The Soviets have put more and more troops here, and they probably outnumber the US troops here. So instead of going for the factories first, they decide to go for the lowlands and take NATO's HQ in Brussels. So anyway, they start an invasion of the Netherlands and get to Rotterdam. They start closing in on the city of Hamburg And the Netherlands, it just collapses. So anyway, troops in Belgium from like all the West Bloc countries don't take this easily though. They set up a defensive in the Netherlands. Operation Mountain Swipe happens because there's like mountains here in the middle part of Germany. And Danish troops start coming. Like a lot of Danish troops, probably 2/3 of the army. So anyway, West troops swipe through the mountains as the name suggests, and Soviet troops escape to who knows where. So anyway, the Soviet troops go and invade more stuff in commemoration of their comrades, but you know, there's already Western troops there. So anyway, how is Operation Adriatic Storm going? It's going well. Yeah, Split got besieged. So now the plan is to take Belgrade, and that's not easy. So Soviet troops mobilized in Austria start to cut the Italian troops off. But Italian troops went south and escaped back to the mainland. So anyway, some Italian troops stayed in Greece, others on the front line. So anyway, finally encircled Belgrade. Wait, I think I'm misplacing Belgrade. It's like here. So anyway, Belgrade is encircled. Troops reconnect Italy with Greece. Belgrade falls. An invasion of Macedonia starts. And Greek troops start to get into Yugoslavia proper. So anyway, Bulgaria just defends as much as they can. And they're doing well. They even made some advancements into Greece and Turkey. Am I overestimating Bulgaria? Maybe. But anyway, Turkey, they don't want danger to Istanbul, so they want to distract Soviet troops, and there's only one way to do that. I mean, two ways. Either send troops to invade Afghanistan, go via the Caucasus. Go for number 2, they say, and start invading on the coast. But then they go inside the cores of the Caucasus, but it is not easy. Like I'm telling you, it's not easy. So anyway, Iranian troops take Ashgabat, and the Soviets are suffering internally too. There are Ukrainian rebellions, there are Baltic rebellions, there are rebellions even in the Far East, and there are rebellions in Central Asia. So the Soviet Union has to take out a lot of troops just to defend their mainland. So they retreat all their troops from Germany and Austria, and it was a bad idea because now the Battle of Berlin's coming. Not on one but two sides. So anyway, yeah, no. I don't think East Germany is gonna survive longer. So anyway, Southeast Germany, not this Southeast, this Southeast. So anyway, Southeast Germany falls pretty easily, and Berlin's encircled. So NATO has an operation to basically encircle Prague, then breeze through Poland. So, invasions of Czechoslovakia on both sides happen. And, yeah, Prague's encircled. Even Austria sends troops in to take Bratislava, and it doesn't stop with the North American reinforcements. They're just coming, doesn't stop. So anyway, this is what the front looks like here in Europe, here in the Balkans, here in the Caucasus, and here in Central Asia. So anyway, the invasion of Afghanistan starts with Pakistani troops invading through the ring, like the ring around Afghanistan. So anyway, Kabul is encircled, and Iran sends some divisions to take out West Afghanistan. Yeah, it's west. So anyway, Afghanistan isn't a war-torn country yet. I mean, it's 1962, you know. It's basically when the Cuban Missile Crisis happened. Speaking of the Cuban Missile Crisis, it doesn't happen, but Cuba joined the war and they were liberated. They were like invaded by the US. Wait, no. Sorry. So anyway, yeah, this is probably gonna end bad for the Soviets. It doesn't look really good for them logistically, because if NATO troops keep advancing on the North European plain, they're gonna reach Moscow soon. Speaking of North European plain, Iran invades Turkmenistan via the North European plain, and now it extends all the way to Turkmenistan. It's kind of like a funnel. So anyway, Iranian troops just start doing stuff in Central Asia. They are successful, but the Soviets have troops there they sent back from the front line. Bulgaria is pushed out. The Greeks take Plovdiv. Bulgaria doesn't look like it's in a good position. Troops from both sides surge into Sofia like it's nothing. And Bulgaria decides, screw it. You don't like communism anyway. So anyway, Serbia proper is cut off with northern Yugoslavia. The Yugoslavians say, hey, Bulgaria had the right idea, let's just surrender. And now that leaves Romania left. I'm only aware of mountains. It's not good trying to invade through those mountains. Slovakia is pretty mountainous too, so The Austrians can't get through. So they decide, hey, if we can't attack just through the mountains on one side, why don't we go on two sides? So that's exactly what they do. They can't seem to get past the mountains, but they take a lot of Transylvania. So that's a big success. Well, just about for anyone. Anyway, Bucharest, nah, you're not gonna last long. Don't even bother with the encircling. Not like last video, like where the Germans did a lot of encirclements. See, there's an encirclement in Berlin. There was an encirclement in Kabul. Just a lot of encirclements. East Germany surrenders as they see all hope is lost, and Soviet soldiers. And the invasion of Poland starts. It goes well on the North European plain. I'm not going to say until. So they can't seem to predict what the Soviets are going to do, because they might have just done the troops going back just for like a distraction. But seriously, they have internal problems. It gets so uncontrollable that separatists in Ukraine start to break off. The Soviets try their best to oppress this, but the uprisings turn into a rebellion. Romania surrenders, and NATO troops start going through Ukraine. They connect with the Kiev rebellion, and the Soviets aren't in a good position, because if the Austrian front goes successful, they could just encircle Hungary, make it surrender, then breeze through the North European plain, and troops can easily take Moscow. But here's a Christmas gift for the Soviet Union. That Christmas gift is winter. So anyway, the winter's coming, and that's not good for the West, because you know what happens during winter. Everybody, no exceptions. So anyway, Hungary surrenders, Czechoslovakia surrenders too. So, the Soviets aren't dumb. They want to do peace. Now, I'm uploading for 7 days in a row. I want to fill up the last 2 months of inactivity, so I'll do the peace treaties tomorrow. So, I'll see you then. Bye.